Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Jonathan Mills Patrick, and welcome back to my course, What Startup Investors Are Looking For. This is lesson number 2, and in the first lesson, just a recap, we talked about the importance of team, how important your team is to an investor. And a lot of the folks I know, including myself, will tell you that team is the most important thing when you're starting a new business. So make sure you have a really strong team around you with a variety of skill sets that can all come together and accomplish that one goal of growing that company that you're working on. Today's lesson is about the idea. The idea is often what most people think is the most important thing when it comes to a startup, but it is actually not. Great ideas don't go very far if they don't have great teams to execute on what that idea is. So great ideas that solve a problem in the world. Now, often what I see with this is they solve a problem that the founder thinks is a problem, but not necessarily a mass market thinks that there is a problem. Now, there's ways to go about this to validate your idea, but you want to have an idea that solves a problem that the mass market, or at least a significant portion of the mass market, will have a pain point for. Now, one point about ideas, they don't have to be entirely unique. As a matter of fact, I would tell you that there are no truly unique ideas in the world. Let me give you an example. Everyone knows, you should, all about Facebook. Well, who was before Facebook? I'll give you a second to think about the answer. I probably came up with it pretty quickly. You probably thought of MySpace. Let me ask you this. Who was before MySpace? If you got it right, the answer is Friendster. That's correct. There was a company called Friendster that was early on in the social space, similar to what Facebook is doing. Now, you could argue they didn't do the exact same thing, but they were competitors. They may not have just gone about it the exact same way. And that's kind of my point with ideas. There are no truly unique ideas in the world, just different variations of the same idea. And that's okay, and here's why. An investor is going to be interested in your idea and the problem that you solve. The issue with having too many truly unique ideas is if your idea is so unique that no one else has done it yet, that probably tells the investor there's not enough demand in the first place. So you want ideas that are good and solid, but it's more important to have a team that can execute on that idea. So no truly unique ideas in the world. Keep that in mind. Don't be afraid of it. You want competition. You want other people in the space. You just want to be able to outperform them. So ideas that a team can execute on that solve a problem. One quick note on this also, when you're pitching to an investor, and we'll be talking about that in a later series, when you're pitching the idea to them, hopefully the pain point that you explain, they will have experienced as well. If not, it's going to take a lot of discussion and educating on what the true pain point is. So investors, the number 2 thing they like after team, they love great ideas that are solved by a great team. Thanks a lot for joining me. Look forward to seeing you next time.